Hello, Virgo. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Virgo. How are you doing? I hope you're well. Thanks so much for clicking here. I'm looking at Lenormand this week. We're going to use that to start off your reading, and then we're going to throw some tarot at it. Virgo, if you've never been here before, welcome to this beautiful tribe, all of them, but also the Virgo tribe if you're cross-watching for a Virgo or you're a Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter Virgo. And yeah, thanks for stopping in. If you decide to stay, there is a subscription button down in the bottom right-hand corner of this little square where I live. Let's find out what is going on for you, Virgo, in the week ahead. I'm always reading for the week ahead if you're not aware. If you're my ride or die, you are aware. Thanks for being here again if you're the one coming back. So whether you get this today, tomorrow, or next week, it could resonate with you if you are at the precipice of whatever is about to go down here. Let's find out what's going on for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising. Ooh, luck pops out of the deck. I like it. That's good. Okay, one more. Thank you. Okay. We've got the house on the bottom of the deck. Look, we've got the clover. This is luck. This is balance. This is abundance. It could be financial for some of you. You could be hitting something lucky. Maybe it's not so much luck. Like we got a 4-leaf clover here. And look, I'm not a person who believes in luck because I'm a person of the universe. I believe the universe is very organized. And so I don't much believe in luck. It might look like luck to you, good luck, or something exciting that's showing up that you're not expecting. It could be financial, but it also could be, you know, got the 6 of diamonds, which is the 6 of pentacles in the bottom right-hand corner. It could be reciprocal energy from somebody that you didn't expect would be reciprocal in the energy. You could be getting money. You could be giving money. You could be being recognized for being, for giving a back and forth, I would say, for giving attention and getting attention. You might get attention back for that. 2s are always about balance, right? So it feels like it is something that is about balance for you. We do have the Scythe, very interesting energy here. Look, you're not expecting this. It does feel like it is something that's been traveling to you for a while, but it's not something that you're expecting. We've got the Jack of Pentacles in the bottom right-hand corner, which is the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like I want to say that you're prepared. You're always prepared. I feel like it shows up as something quite exciting for you, like a stroke of luck. But I think it's almost like it's been traveling to you for a while and you've been sort of expecting it. So maybe you've been waiting on money. Maybe you've been waiting on an approval for a mortgage. Maybe you're waiting on approval for a loan to build a house. We do have, oh boy, this is really good energy. We do have the the Rider. The Rider showing up with a note. So with good news that's coming in. This person's riding a rainbow, right? We've got card number 9, and it is the 9 of Hearts. Look, the 9 of Cups is here. This is excitement, wish fulfillment. This is inner happiness. So it might not even be something that happens that is external to you. It might be something that shows up that's really exciting, very valuable. The clover is here, and it is about something that is going to show up to excite you, I feel, but it is good news that's coming in here. Now the scythe is very sharp, and it was used to be used to cut down wheat back in the day when they didn't have, machinery and such. And so the scythe is kept very, very sharp, so we can do this all in one fell swoop. So it feels like there is something that was moving really, really slowly at you, and then all of a sudden, boom, everything comes in. It all starts to show up as good luck or good energy for you. All right. See what the tarot has to say about that. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Virgo, don't forget there's a bunch of sales going on. So I have a sale going on pre-recorded readings, plus face-to-face readings are going down these days. And if you're interested in any of that, please check the pinned comment. There is a coupon code that you're going to need for a pre-recorded reading. All right. Here we go. Let's find out. There's a link to Hipsy. So please go to Hipsy. If you have a username and password for Wizio, it's going to work at the Hipsy site. They are sister sites. Let's find out what's going on for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Virgo. We've got the Knight of Swords. It's coming at you quick here, Virgo, is what it looks like. There is some sort of aggressive energy that's pushing forward, but you know what? I think you've already detached from it. I think you're already like, you know what? If it shows up, it shows up. I don't think that it's going to. I feel like your focus is somewhere else, that you're focused on something else. I feel like you've already cut the idea of this out. Like, oh, it's never going to show up. They're never going to give me the loan. They're never going to give me the mortgage. It feels like it's taking too long. I would say it's taking too long. And I feel like you've already detached from it. You've already let it go. You've released it with this full moon over the head of the person walking away on the 8 of Cups. You're like, well, maybe it was something that I would have been settling for anyway. Maybe it's not something that I really necessarily wanted. Maybe I desired it, but I didn't want it. Tell me about the 8 of Cups. Tell me about Virgo. We have the 3 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you already think it's done. You're like, it's not happening. There's no way. I might as well prepare for the worst because it feels like it's been a long time. For some of you, it could be 4 days. Maybe you've been waiting 4 days for an answer. For others of you, it could be 8 months. Like we got cups here, and for me, cups are months. It could be a long while that you've been waiting. But for some of you, maybe the 4 days is significant. Maybe it's like, oh, I should have had an answer back by now. What's taking them so long? So it does feel like something is showing up here. You are going to get some information about whatever the thing is that is giving you, it's going to make you feel like you've got a stroke of luck. It feels like it's a brand new cycle. Look, we've got the ones here, right? We've got 1 and 1. Maybe you've been seeing ones because 10s break down to a 1 as well. So it feels like it's the beginning of something. The beginning of a new cycle is here for you, Virgo. But I feel like you've already given it up and released it and let it go because it's taking its sweet time. Tell me more about Virgo, please. We have the 2 of Swords. It was a decision that somebody was making. That's what you were waiting on. I feel like somebody was making a decision about you, for you, in your favor. Something that's really important, though, it feels like. The 2 of Swords, of course, is somebody who has got their eyes covered. It's like I'm trying to feel it out. I understand that this is an intellectual decision. It could go this way or that way, and I think that's what's stressing you out just a little bit. The Knight of Swords moves super fast, right? When the decision is finally made, everything is going to move super fast. But I think that you have you've already moved on from this, is what it feels like. So we could be talking about money, a stroke of luck, a relationship, whatever is going on in your life that your perception is of this reading, because that's what general readings are. We do have 2 swords and 1 is 3. We have 3 swords and 3 swords. You've already moved on. 6 swords, right? You've moved on in your mind saying, that's probably not mine. They're probably not going to get back to me. Or if they do, they're going to tell me no. Like it feels like that. Tell me more. We've got the Judgment card in the reverse. So I'm giggling because it feels like you're like, but I need to be able to state my case. Maybe they're misunderstanding me. Maybe they don't, maybe they're making their decision based, maybe they don't have all the information, and that seems like a very Virgo thing to me. Maybe I didn't give them enough information. Maybe I didn't go over all the details. Maybe I didn't give them enough of the analytics. Maybe they just are misunderstanding what my purpose is here. Like it feels like you start to sort of panic just a little bit. Like maybe I forgot to give them some sort of financial information. Maybe I forgot to give them, I didn't state my case, or I didn't speak well. They didn't understand really how important this is to me. It feels like you start negotiating with the universe here. Maybe they misunderstood me. Maybe you start blaming it on yourself. Maybe I should have said something clearer. Tell me more about Virgo. You've got the Empress. Look, they heard you loud and clear. They heard you loud and clear, and I feel like whatever is about to show up is exciting and abundant. It's something that's going to be set in your favor because the 9 of Cups is here, showing up riding on a damn rainbow, by the way. So for those of you who have been waiting on something and you feel like it's just taking too long, I feel like it's taking too long for a reason. The Empress is here. Something new is showing up. This is abundance. This is the birth of something. So it feels like something brand new is showing up here for you, and you are right to get excited about it, I would say. It's for some of you, it could be showing up. Maybe you've been waiting already 3 days. I think you might have 3 more days to wait. For those of you who've been waiting for months, possibly there's something that's showing up quite soon here because of the ones, right? And the Empress is indicating that a cycle is changing, or that something new is about to be born here, a new chapter. Or I want to say, like, I'm thinking in terms of the birth of a baby. Like for some of you, it could be the birth of a baby in your family. It doesn't have to be. But when I see the Empress, it's like it's like, you know, we wait and wait and wait for the birth of a child. And then when it shows up, all the possibilities are there again. Everything becomes brand new. I know that when I had my son, it was the same thing. It was like, you know, everything became boring and gray. It's like Christmas became gray and Valentine's Day became gray. And you know, those holidays, the Hallmark holidays, they all became gray. And then when he was born, it was like I was rediscovering it with him. So I want to say that you feel brand new again, or you feel like you're at the beginning of something that you're rediscovering here because of the birth of something new here. Tell me about this Knight of Swords. Tell me about this Knight of Swords. We're going to look at this clover as well here, because I feel like whatever information you put out there is about to come back to you. Tell me more. We've got the Knight of Wands. So I want to say that somebody feels that your offer was very enticing. So if you made an offer on a house, or if you brought all of your documents to the bank because you know that you have to get this mortgage, it feels like they were quite enticed with your plea. So you don't have to worry about what you didn't say, or that they misunderstood me, or they don't understand me. I don't think that you have to worry about that. I feel like your argument or whatever you said to them was quite compelling. It feels like they felt you were very brave for coming forward and saying the thing that you said to them. But I just feel like with all these swords here, I feel like somebody had to take away the information and think about it. Look over the details. They're doing what Virgo would do, right? You got to respect the process, right? They're going over the details, looking over the practicality of it. Is this really something that we can do for Virgo? It could be a person. It could be a situation, a bank thing. We've got the Seven of Cups here. Somebody is trying to make a decision. It feels like what they're trying to do, because I really think that whatever you said to them really hit them emotionally. So you could be a person, just as an example, who is trying to buy a house, and you're like, you know, this is my first house. I got a baby on the way, possibly. You know, I'm trying to buy my first house. I feel like you really hit the person in their feels, and they're trying not to make the decision based on emotion. But it is getting involved at this point. Now, if we're looking at a relationship here, it feels like somebody is trying not to feel overwhelmed at all of the information that you gave them. I feel like you spoke with them, you gave them your plea, you said, look, my heart's been broken before, but I'm willing to take a chance. I see you as my wish fulfillment. And although I feel like maybe you could be possibly out of my league, that it feels like somebody is feeling very sort of overwhelmed with all the information and energy you gave them, if we're talking about a relationship. And I think that they had to take it away and think about it. Now that happens with fixed signs, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, right? So it does happen, especially with all of the air signs. And we do have a lot of air energy here, that the air signs won't give you an answer usually right up front, that they will take it away and think about it first. Tell me more about Virgo. We've got the Three of Pentacles. Something here has been building, I want to say, that there's been emotion building, that we've been slowly building towards some sort of emotional decision that needs to be made. If we are talking about a relationship, it could be that this is your lucky day. I want to say that things are probably going to be said in your favor. And it feels like we have just started building. It might be that you caught feelings really quick, or they did, but they're not saying because of all these swords that are here. It does feel like if this is relationship that we're talking about, that there is a lot of attraction. But I feel like somebody is showing up here as the Empress. And so if you're the person who said the words, who said, this is what I think we should do, it might be a little bit intimidating for you because of the Empress energy. And I really have never met a Virgo who is intimidated, but I mean, you could be the Empress. Maybe someone said it to you, right? It does feel like, I feel like you see the value in it, that you see the abundance, that if it's you, that the person has given the words to you and said, look, make up your mind, do you want to move in or not? It could be that. I feel like you are really thinking about whatever it is that they said to you. Going back to the 3D world and money here, it does feel like you want to build a house, possibly for some of you, or you have been interviewed and you feel like maybe you didn't leave everything on the table, that you weren't clear enough. So it feels like it does have to do with a decision that's being made. And again, there's another indication here that the decision is being made in your favor. I feel like it's just taking longer than usual. Tell me why the Three of Swords is here. I think that you think that when this cycle turns over, or when this rider shows up with the mail, the paper, maybe it's the mailman, mail person, right? That you think that it's going to be heartbreaking news, that it's going to be a no. Tell me more about this Three of Swords. Because I feel that you feel misunderstood, that people don't really, maybe that you feel as though maybe you're too practical and maybe you don't show enough emotion. I mean, that's an earth sign thing, right? I'm a Taurus, I have Taurus energy. Maybe you have Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter. And it's really hard for us not to look at things in a very stoic sort of practical, patient sort of kind of way. And we've got the King of Wands. I think things move quick from here now. Things are going to move really fast. I feel like, I'm going to say don't give up. Look, the King of Wands never gave up, and that's why the King of Wands is sitting on the throne. The King of Wands never gave up. It's all about resilience. It's all about resilience and coming through the fire, right? Being forged through fire. Having gone through a lot of real hardship in the life. And I'm going to say don't give up here, because the King of Wands never gave up. And it's time to keep moving toward your destiny, whatever that is for you. You're going to have victory. 5 and 1 is 6. Look, it feels like with the 5 of Wands, it feels like there is hesitancy. Like there's hesitancy, someone's holding back, someone's not giving you their answer, and you just automatically assume because we're hesitating, that there's too much competition, if we're going back to the relationship thing, that there's too much competition possibly, or maybe you're trying to buy a house, right? Possibly too much competition, and that's why you haven't heard back from the realtor yet. We've got the Ace of Wands. Look at all the fire over here. So we've got 5, 6, 7 wands, right? It gets you into a place where you're feeling a little bit defensive. You've already decided that this is not for me. It's not going to work out for me. I feel like you're wrong. Again, another indication that you're going to get reciprocal energy. We've got the 6 of Pentacles here. We also have the 6 of Pentacles here. I feel like it's been taking a long time for a reason, because divine timing is always a thing, right? If you're dealing in relationship, you could be dealing with Taurus or Libra, Virgo, Pisces, possibly Gemini, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy here. Somebody who usually moves quickly is moving slow, and that's what's freaking you out. Tell me about the Scythe. Tell me about the 8 of Cups, because it does feel like you've already decided that it's not yours. You've decided that's it. It's taking too long. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. You're wrong. There's going to be an investment. Somebody's going to say yes to something. Somebody sees the abundance and the value in it. They're going to say yes. They're going to say yes to the offer. They're going to say yes to the offer. Look, the Wheel of Fortune is here. It's destiny. And I was talking about that already. It is destiny, and divine timing is always a thing, right? And something is going to change. This is a changing time that's bringing you into a new cycle you've never been into before. Something is being born and brand new. We've got ones, right? Everything is pointing to something very fortunate is about to show itself. So whether that's a baby, or whether this is you're building the house, or being told, yes, we're taking your offer on the house, or maybe you're getting granted the mortgage, it feels like this is, your luck is about to change, because luck is here and this is change. It feels like your luck is about to change, and maybe you're the person who doesn't usually get what you want. I feel like this is something that is working out in your favor, because this is Jupiter energy. It's expansion. There's no way we can't move forward with abundance. There it is, the Tower. Look, I couldn't write that kind of story if I tried. We got the Tower, right? So it's a complete and total shock that things are working out in your favor. And I think that you've been in this energy the whole time. I think you've been in this stoic sort of energy of, yeah, maybe it'll work out, maybe it won't, like just not showing everybody on the surface all the stuff that's tumultuous underneath the surface. For some of you, if this is a love story that I'm talking about, somebody that you've given an offer to or are about to give an offer to in the week ahead, I feel like this person sees you as someone who is emotionally stable, emotionally aware, and very intelligent with your emotions, which means that they can't always clock you. They can't always figure out what you're feeling, but they do feel your stoic strength is what they feel. They feel comfortable with you. They feel protected by you, Virgo. And whether you're the feminine or the masculine, they feel that also that you're you're quite bold for whatever you're doing or saying, or the relationship, that you're being quite bold. And I feel like this is turning out to be something you've manifested is showing up, is what it feels like. So this Tower, my friend, is shifting everything into the best cycle of your damn life, is what it looks like here. Because the Wheel of Fortune in the Tower means something, right? It means that, look, the Tower is falling because when we do step into a new cycle, understand that what was back there, the universe doesn't want you to go back there. We don't want you to go backwards. So we're gonna fall the Tower, and everything is gonna crumble. It's gonna feel like hell for a moment, but then what's going to emerge is the Wheel of Fortune. You're gonna realize that it was all happening in divine timing for a reason. Tell me what the outcome is for Virgo, please. Tell me what the outcome is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Virgo. We've got the Four of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. So look, I feel like you thought that you were going to be left out in the cold, but you're not. I feel as though you just need to keep positive, and the way you keep positive is through meditation, manifestation. I feel like you're missing that there is a fourth sword here, because you are so focused on the three swords, but there is a decision that is coming here, whether it's from a person or a bank manager or a realtor or whatever it is, and this sword is on its side because the challenge is communication. You haven't received the communication, and so you're automatically assuming that it's not going to work in your favor. But look, the Five of Pentacles is here with the Two of Cups. You feel like, okay, well, I'm out on the street again. I guess I'm just going to go, and that's not the way it is. The Two of Cups is here. Yeah. So all this nervous energy that you have is for naught. Yeah. Keep your head about you, my friend. Something good is coming here, and your old cycle is ending here. Three of Wands is in the reverse. It's coming soon, like really soon. For some of you, it could be days, because we have a lot of swords here, right? We've got 3, 6. Yep, swords, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look, it feels like something's being released, so something can be brought in. It's like an energy needs to be cleared to make room for the new energy, and it feels like that's going to happen soon for you. It feels like it could happen in about 7 to 10 days for some of you. Some of you, it's 8 months into the future. Others of you, we've got 5, 6, 7. 8 wands. It could be 8 weeks for some of you. Look, you're not all on the same timeline, right? So it might resonate for you. Maybe it does. And if it does, let me know in the comments. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I appreciate you, Virgo. And I'm going to go for now. You guys take care. I'll be back because I'm always back. Bye-bye.